A very fine day to all my dear students. Today we are going to learn, yes, we together, okay, going to learn the Old Man River drama, the continuation of last session. So, last session, what we saw, children? You remember who main character? Who and all was the main character? Amy, Amy Marshall, and then Betty, Rosefield, Sarah Field, Jim Hall, Mr. Peters, and Penny Marshall. She is nurse. Yes. So, what was the story we saw? Yes. So that Amy and Rose were knitting in their living room. So that time, what happened? Betty was seeing a magazine. So they that particular day they had a 3 days continuously rainfall. Okay. So their house was fully surrounded by water. So it was like a lake. So Jim came there and he came from the school. He came there and he began to assist the girls, Amy, Betty, and Rose. He began to assist. So his mother, that is Amy's mother, was not able to come home because he taken Dick to the dentist. Dick is the brother of Amy. So she will not be able to come like that. She called and told. For that, Jim said, "Okay, I will be here and take care of everything." Like that, he'll be saying. Are you listening, children? Yes. So he instructed what and all he instructed. It was the lesson. Yes. So what happened? Yes, Old Man River is going to give away. What is the meaning of give away? So it is going to fully water will be flood like that. So placing a hand on the shoulder, this only I taught. So they said, "Don't worry." Jim told Amy, "Don't worry, don't get scared. I'm glad I have served Junior Red Cross, so I will be guiding you because I worked during the war too. Okay, and you are living in a bungalow. Why you want to get scared? Okay, it's 2-story house you're not having, isn't it? So we can climb to the attic and onto the roof." Like that he was telling. Yes, after this, today we will continue. Yes. Amy, still staring out of the window. "How fast is the river rising? Do you think, Jim?" Yes, she went and staring at the window and she's saying, "How fast is the river rising? Do you think, Jim?" Like that Amy was asking question to Jim. For that Jim, what he was saying? "I don't know, and it might stop before it reaches us. If only the rain would let up. We will signal for help from the roof. They will send a boat or something." So he said, "I don't know what will happen. So I don't know. Enna agum theriyadhu. So if only the rain would let up. So suppose unless the rain stops, nothing can be done. Rain ninda mattunda." Like that he was telling. And he's saying, "We will go to the roof. And what we will go? We will give the signal. After going to the roof, we will give signal. Someone will see that and they will send us a boat or something to rescue. அவங்க ரெஸ்கியூ பண்ணுவாங்க." Like that he was telling. Rescue means காப்பாற்றுறது. ஓகேவா? For that Rose entering left, she came there and she is saying, "I have got enough fresh water to last us a week." So week, ஒரு வாரத்துக்கு தங்குற மாதிரி I have taken fresh water. "Who will send a boat for us, Jim? And from where?" She goes to the window, screams, "Horrors, look at the river." Like that she was shouting. Okay, so she said, I have got a fresh water till last ஒரு வீக் தாங்குற அளவுக்கு I have taken water. Like that he was telling. "Who will send a boat? Who will send?" Like that Rose was asking question to Jim. "From where?" She goes to the window and she began to scream. What is the meaning of scream, children? Scream na katta arambichira. She's saying, "Look at the river." Like that she was shouting. For that Amy, "Hush." Like that he was shin solvangale vaai mudu. Like that. Yes. "Hush, Rose. Don't tell the others. Jim says we will be all right. Let's see what would we have on hand. So don't shout and don't make others also. Please be quiet, be calm." Okay. And Jim says, "We will be all right. So don't worry." Like that Amy said to Rose. For that Betty is coming. Again Betty is entering from the left and she's saying, "Here are the lights. Did you say food? Hark. What's that? All four stand perfectly, still listening from what of child's voice is heard. Okay, so Betty came there and she's saying, see all the lights I have prepared, everything is all right. And did you say food? Hark. What is the meaning of hark here, children? Hark is nothing but you can see in glossary. You have in page number 58 or 59. Hark means listen. Okay, here hark means listen. What's that? So all are standing still. Why like that? Betty is asking. While she was talking, one small child voice was heard. Okay, from outside. So Sarah is saying, Rose, it's me, Sarah. Like that, Sarah is shouting from there. Who is Sarah? Sarah is Rose's sister. Okay, so this is we will see later. And then what happened now? After this, yes. And then Rose. Sarah, where is she? All run to the window. I heard her voice of Sarah. How that Sarah came here? Where is she? Like that, Roses began to scream. Rose's sister is Sarah. Okay, so Amy, there she is on the playhouse porch. How did she get there? Okay, Amy saw that Sarah and she is saying, how she would get there? Playhouse lerka, playhouse porch lerka. How come she reached there? How did she get there? Like that, Amy was asking for that Rose. Rose was saying, followed me here. Probably she loves that playhouse, the little monkey. So I think she might have followed me and follow பண்ணிட்டு வந்திருப்பான்னு தோணுது, like that she was telling. And she loves to play in that playhouse. Okay, little monkey she is. Like that, Rose is telling about her sister. For that, Jim is saying, goes out calling, stay where you are, Sarah, I'll get you. Okay, so that porch, no, that playhouse was fully surrounded with water. But Sarah began to scream. That small girl, Sarah. Okay, Jim is saying to Sarah, don't come anywhere, just stay there where you are. I will get you. Like that, Jim is telling to Sarah. For that, Amy, it's lucky the playhouse is on high ground. நல்ல வேலை playground playhouse வந்து எங்கே இருந்துச்சு, high groundல இருந்ததுனால ஓகே ஃபுல்லி வாட்டர் சரவுண்ட் ஆயிருக்காது டெஃபினெட்லி. Like that, Amy was saying. For that, Rose, still at the window, but it isn't. Look, it's nearly afloat. The girls gather at the window. There goes Jim. Look, the water is above his knees. Okay, so that she's saying, okay, but Rose went to the window and she's saying, the girls all gathered near the window. And what happened there? There goes Jim. Para, Jim போயிட்டுருக்கான் பாரு. See, this Jimோட கால் ஃபுல்லாக நீ வரைக்குமே வாட்டர் இருக்குது. Like that he was telling. Rose was saying, but Amy, he will need dry clothes. See if you can find some dad's things for Jim. Betty, Sarah can have Dick's. Okay, so Amy is telling to Betty that after he come here, he definitely needs some dry clothes. So better Betty go to a bedroom and take dad's clothes for Jim and Dick clothes for Sarah. Okay, like that she was saying, Amy was telling to Betty. For that, Rose, there he got her. Okay, he's got her. So Amy, I will make some hot cocoa for everyone. There is thumping and voice at the right and Jim enters carrying Sarah. Pick her back. Sarah is beaming. Okay, so Amy is saying, okay, meanwhile I will go and prepare hot cocoa, that is tea or coffee like that, cocoa tea or coffee like that. Yes, coffee only. And voice came there, Jim entering with Sarah. Sarah, hello everybody, that was fun, right? Some more please, Jim. So that Sarah is small, no, she's saying that was very happy, that was very fun riding on someone's shoulder. Like that, Sarah was saying to Jim, please Jim. Like that, no young lady, that's enough, you are heavy. Okay, for that, Jim is saying, no young lady, you are very heavy, ரொம்ப வெயிட்டாக இருக்க, நீ என்னால் தூக்கவே முடியல. Like that, Jim was telling to Sarah. Okay, she is dry as a bone. Rose, I am not. Okay, she is dry as a bone, so she is very ட்ரையாக இருக்கிறா, போன் ரொம்ப ஒல்லியாக இருக்கிறதுனால ஓகே லைக் தட். பட் நான் வந்து அப்படி இல்லைப்பா, லைக் தட் ஷீ இஸ் தட் இஸ் ஷீ இஸ் மேக்கிங் ஃபன் ஆஃப் Sarah. Okay, Rose is telling. For that, Amy, you can have some of dad's things. I'm going to get some supper. As she says, the lights go out. They all gasp and Betty screams. So what happened here? Amy is telling to Jim, you can have some dad's things. Okay, just wear this dad's things, and I will go and prepare some supper. Supper means dinner. Okay, so meanwhile I'll go and supper some dinner, like that she was telling. சொல்லும்போது what happened? The lights go out. Current போயிடுது. The current power cut off. So all began to scream. All began to, oh my god, like that they were telling. But Betty was screaming. Betty வந்து கத்துறா. Why she was screaming? Jim, trying to sound casual. Pa house must be out of commission. Light your candles, Betty. Betty switches on the flashlight and lights 3 candles. Okay, I think some out of mission, out of order. That is power cut off ஆயிருக்கும். So we have the candles with us. No, Betty, come on, switch on the flashlight and 3 candles. So Betty was switched on the flashlights and she lighted 3 candles. After that, Amy, I'm glad we have all oil stove for cooking. Okay, so இந்த எலக்ட்ரிக் தான் பேஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கணும்னு இல்லை, நம்மளுக்கு ஆயில் ஸ்டவ் இருக்குது, அதனால் it is no problem, I can cook, like that Amy was saying. For that, Rose, taking a candle, forward march to the kitchen. Betty takes a candle and follows with Sarah trailing. All exist right, humping, tramp, tramp, tramp. The boys are marching. Okay, so Rose was taking a candle with her, and what she was doing, forward march to the kitchen. So Rose is going to the kitchen, Betty takes a candle, and Sarah, everyone was going together. They are all tramp, tramp, tramp. Boys marching பண்ற மாதிரி அழகா march பண்ணிட்டே they are going to the kitchen. After that, Jim was in a low voice to Amy. Jim was saying, the river was up another foot, Amy. Another hour and that playhouse would have been floating out in the current. At this rate, the floor here will be under water by morning. Okay, so what he was telling, the river was up. Okay, so be careful. Another hour it will be playhouse float ஆயிரும். இன்னும் 1 hourல அந்த playhouse வந்து float ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிடும், and everything will be floating. And this red floor here under water, நம்மளோட அந்த floor கூட ஃபுல்லாக வாட்டர் ஆகிடும், first floor, like that he was telling to Amy. For that, Amy, what will we do then, Jim? Neither Sarah nor Betty is a strong swimmer. Okay, so she's saying what we will do, and Betty, Sarah is smaller, they are not strong swimmer, they cannot swim. What we will do now, like that Amy was asking to Jim. For the Jim, I'm going to climb out on the roof and start waving the flashlight. Someone will see it and come for us. I'm going to climb on the roof. Okay, your house is bungalow, no? So it is very top, ரொம்ப பெருசா மேலே வரைக்கும் இருக்கு இல்லையா? So I'll be climbing on it and onto the roof, and I will be waving the flashlight. நான் flashlight காட்டுற மேலே ஏறிட்டு someone will see that and come for help. நம்ம ஹெல்ப் பண்ண வருவாங்க, like that Jim was saying. For that, Amy, but who? No one is on the main road and there are no houses within sight of us. But what happened? Who will see us? No one is there in the main road. Main road, no, it is not, no one is visible and there is no houses. நம்ம கண்ணுக்கு தெரிகிற வரைக்கும் எந்த ஒரு ஹவுஸும் அங்கே இல்லை, என்ன பண்ணலாம், like that she was asking. Within sight of us, like that she was saying. For that, after that, what happened? That will be just a pinpoint light. Aren't you scared? Okay, for that, what happened? Okay, but you are showing, can you see this picture, children? This is full of water surrounded by the house. Okay, so it is given, but நீ flashlight காட்டினா அது வந்து ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு பின் பாயிண்ட் லைட்டில் தான் இருக்கும். பட் aren't you scared? உனக்கு scared இல்லையா? Like that she was telling. Are you listening, children? For that, Jim, you bet. Are you any terrified? I'm glad you are here. Jim, we will see it through. We just keep our heads. So don't worry. So what happened here? Yes. So he was telling, are you scared? So who was telling, Ma? Yes. Jim was telling, are you scared? I bet you. Don't worry. I am glad that you are here. So Amy is saying that suppose if we are all the girls are very scared actually, ரொம்ப பயந்துட்டோம் நாங்கள்லாம், ஸ்கேர்டாக இருந்தோம். பட் Amy is saying, Jim, I am very happy that you are here. Like that she was telling, we will see through it. If just keep our heads. நம்ம வந்து தைரியமாக இருக்கணும். That is very important in this. Like that who was telling, Jim was telling, we have to be very bold. Like that he is telling. So scene 1 over there, children, curtain falls. After that, scene 2, you have time an hour later. So an hour later, what happened? Setting the same places in scene 2 is happening in the same place. Okay, so what happened at Rise? Same group is in the living room with the exception of Jim. Sarah is asleep, covered with a blanket, and in a big chair. Amy, Rose, and Betty have 3 candles on the table. Betty is trying to read. Okay, so same position, same things, all happening in the same place. Okay, Sarah is asleep. Sarah is small, no, so she was asleep. She was covered with a blanket, and Rose, Amy, Betty have they are having their candles with them on the table. Betty is trying to read. So Betty, putting down her book with a thud, I can't read by this light. How do you suppose our grandmothers ever did? So Betty was trying to read, but she was not able to read. So just she put the book down and she was telling, I can't read by this light. This is candlelight. How come it is possible to read by this light? I wonder how our grandmother and all was doing later before. அதாவது அப்போல்லாம் வந்து கிராண்ட்மதர்ஸ்லாம் இந்த கேண்டில் லைட்டு வெளிச்சமே இல்லாமல் தானே படுத்துருந்துருப்பாங்க. ஹவு டிட் தே டன்? அவங்களுக்கு எப்படி பாசிபிளாக இருந்தது? லைக் தட் பெட்டி வாஸ் சேயிங். For that Rose, I don't believe they tried to read. I guess they went to bed when it grew dark. I think they will never read. நான் அவங்க வந்து படிச்சிருக்கவே மாட்டாங்கன்னு தோணுது. Once it get dark, they will go to sleep. I think so. Rose was saying for that. And then Amy saying, maybe we ought to go to bed. It's nearly 11, but I couldn't sleep. A wink. Yes, it's correct only. It's time to go to bed. Nearly 11 o'clock ஆயிடுச்சு. And we should go to bed now. But I could not sleep. எனக்கு கண்ணு கூட மூட முடியலையே. What I will do now? Amy was saying. For that Betty, nor I. For me also, there is no sleep. What I have to do, I don't know. Like that Betty was saying. For that Rose, nor I. She is also saying. So Betty, Amy, Rose, no one able to sleep. Listen, what's that noise? All 3 listen. Rose running to the window and peering out. I can't see a thing. It's pitch dark. It sounded like something bumping against the house. So some noise came there. Rose was running to the window and she was peering out and she was saying, I can't see not even us. ஒரு சின்ன வெளிச்சம் கூட இல்லை. Pitch dark. It was full of dark. But we can hear some sound bumping our house. நம்ம வீட்டை ஏதோ இடிக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு சவுண்ட் கேட்குதே. Like that Rose was saying. For that Betty is saying nervously. So she got frightened. Oh, come back. Let's stick here together. Oh, we will to be together. எங்கேயும் போகாத, யாரும் தனித்தனியாக போக வேண்டாம். All together we will sit here. Betty was saying. For that Jim entering left in raincoat, carrying flashlight. Battery is dead. Okay, he was carrying raincoat போட்டிருக்கான் and flashlightலாம் வச்சுட்டு is telling battery dead ஆயிடுச்சு. I waved it. Like that he was telling. Okay, and after that what happened? I waved it almost 100 times, though maybe somebody saw it. Okay, so almost அந்த wave 100 times நான் wave பண்ணியிருப்பேன். I was showing the wave light on the roof மேலே ஏறி போய் I was waving my hand. Flashlight யாரோ தூரமாக இருக்கா தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I think so. Like that he was telling. For that Betty scornfully, maybe யாரா பார்த்துருக்கலாம். Like that she was telling. Jim, it has stopped raining anyway and let us start moving everything to the attic. Bring the food and water first, then the blankets. I'll do the carrying up the ladder to the roof. So Jim was telling, anyhow it stopped raining. மழை நல்ல வேலை மழை நின்றுச்சு. ஸோ இட் இஸ் ஓகே, நோ ப்ராப்ளம். லெட் ஸ்டார்ட் எவ்ரி திங் டு த அட்டிக்கு கூட்டிட்டு ஒன்றுனா நம்ம எடுத்துகிட்டு போகலாம். பிகாஸ் ஃபுட், வாட்டர், பிளாங்கெட்ஸ் எவ்ரி திங் இஸ் டவுன் ஒன்லினோ. ஸோ வில் டேக் இட் எவ்ரி திங் டு த அட்டிக் ஸ்டோர் ரூமில் வச்சிடலாம். அண்ட் தென் வி வில் ஐ do carrying up the ladder because it is very heavy. I will carry the ladder up to the roof. Like that he was telling. For that Betty, my new spring coat, I'm going to save that. So Betty was saying, I'm going to spring என்னோட கோட் வந்து I want to save. She rushes out taking a candle with her. Betty is running fast. Okay, then she to take her coat. Rose going over to her sister, shaking her gently. Sarah, like that she was saying, wake up dear, we are going to sleep in the attic. Okay, so she was waking her sister Sarah and she's telling, wake up dear, we are going to sleep in the attic. Come on, get up Sarah, like that. Okay, Sarah, oh, where am I? Like that. After getting up, she was asking, where am I? For that Rose, come on. She helps Sarah to her feet and quickly wraps a blanket around her to the attic. Eggs is left, leading Sarah and taking one of the candles with her. So she's saying, I will help you. like that Sarah was sleeping, no? So she was saying, as she was fully wrapped her with a blanket, and she was taking, Rose was taking Sarah to upstairs, okay, with a candle and everything. Amy out to get father's most valuable books and mother's jewels case, and like that Amy was saying, now I have to get valuable things, my father's valuable books and my mother's jewel case, so I have to take all that, that is very valuable, like that Amy was saying. For that Jim, Amy, we will find need water and food more than books and jewels. You don't seem to realize. He is interrupted by a cry from outside, right? What, Amy? What you want? So can't you understand which is important? The valuable books and jewels are not important for us. Which very important now is need food and water, and not than book and jewels important illa. Okay, like that he was interrupting. Jim was saying to Amy, Mr. Peter, hello there, hello in the house, Mr. Marshall, Mr. Marshall. So Mr. Peter arrived there. Who is he is, yes. So அவர் வந்து ரெட் கிராஸில் கமிட்டி மெம்பராக இருக்கார். Okay, he is calling from outside, Mr. Marshall, Mr. Marshall. So Amy, they have come for us. Yes, so she is saying, he runs, okay, she runs to the window. So what happened there? Marshall yaar solra? Who is saying that? Amy was saying someone has come there, like that she is saying. For that, here we are. So Amy is shouting, here we are, like that she is saying. She runs to the window. Okay, so Jim picking up the third candle from the table, running to the window and waving it back and front. Okay, here we are in here. So Jim is saying that we are here inside, sir, like that he is telling to Mr. Peter. For Betty entering on the run from the left, carrying her dress box. Are we rescued? Who is there? So Betty is happy and she has taken her dress box and she is very happy. Hey, number rescue item, someone is coming for helping, like that she is very happy for that. Mr. Peter still outside, he is saying, Mr. Marshall, are you all right? This is Tom Peters and Miss Marsh, the Red Cross nurse. We are here in a boat. So they have come for rescue. I am Mr. Peter, Tom Peter, and Miss Marsh from Red Cross nurse. We are here in a boat, like that he was telling from outside, Mr. Peter. Okay, Jim is replying, row around to the back porch. You can get in there. There is a bumping of the boat against wood voices. Steady, now there I have got hold on the rail. Tie here up. Jim and Amy exit right towards the voice. More voices greeting. And then Mr. Peter enters the living room with a lighted lantern, followed by Miss Marsh, Amy and Jim. So what happened? So they were not able to get inside, so that Jim went back porch valiya poite. He is calling, sir, you can come by this way, like that he is telling. Steady, now you are in a hold of the rail and please come by this way, sir, like that he is guiding the way how to enter inside. So Jim and Amy exist right side and they are giving voice. So Mr. Peter entering the living room with a living room la enter ஆறாரு, light lantern வச்சிருக்காரு கையில், and nurse is following him. So all are there in the living room now. Who? Miss Marsh, Amy, Peter and Jim. All are there in the living room. So Betty, we are rescued. Come Sarah, like that. So Betty began to shout. Okay, Mr. Peter, why are you all children all alone? Are you children all alone? ஏன் எல்லா குழந்தைங்களும் ஒரே தனியாக இருக்கீங்க? Why all of you alone, like that Mr. Peter is asking. For that, what happened? Yes, for that, Amy, yes, we. There is a terrific crash followed by a wall of pain and a scream. So Amy, yes, we, like that she began to say, there was a sound, திடீர்னு ஒரு sound, பயங்கரமான screaming sound, pain sound, it was heard. She began to speak. That time they heard a sound. So what happened there? Rose off stage left. Oh Sarah, she fallen off the step ladder. Come quickly somebody, I have dropped my candle and it's gone out. Mr. Peter, Miss Marsh, who is carrying a small black bag, and Amy rush off stage left. So this Rose is shouting. Rose was screaming. What she was screaming? Sarah fallen off. Sarah வந்து கீழே விழுந்துட்டா. How come? Stepping ladder. So she stepped the ladder wrongly. So she fallen down. Somebody please come. And I have dropped my candle also. So she was carrying everyone, no? And the Rose was supporting this Sarah, and she was having candle, everything together. They were going on the ladder. So the ladder தப்பா மிதிச்சதுனால Sarah fallen down. Okay, so I dropped my candle also, and candle switch off ஆயிடுச்சு. So everything is dark here, we can't see anything. So Rose is shouting from there. So Mr. Peter and Miss Marsh heard that, and they are going to help them. Okay, Betty, oh, I hope she hasn't broke her neck. Okay, so Betty is shouting from there, oh, அப்படியா கீழே விழுந்துட்டாளா, ஐயோ ஒரு நெக்கு உடையாமல் இருக்கணும், like that she is saying. For that, Jim, get the first aid box. It's in that pile of coats. I'll fix a place for her to lie down. He arranges chairs, so Sarah lie down. Okay, so get the first aid box. So Jim is telling to get the first aid box, and I will make her to lie down comfortably. And that the pile of coat la irukku and the first aid box, like that he was telling, I'll fix a place for her to lie down. Okay, he arranges chairs for Sarah to lie down. Okay, Jim was arranging everything to Sarah. Okay, Mr. Peter enters left carrying Sarah, and he was telling, steady now, you're all right, more frightened than hurt, I think. He places Sarah on the chair. Okay, so don't worry, everything will be all right, like that. Peter is giving hope to the children, and he's telling, I think this is more scared, no, hurt, I think so. ரொம்ப hurt ஆயிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் அந்த சாராக்கு, like that he was telling, and he was placing Sarah on the chair. Okay, for that, Emmy placing the lantern near Sarah. I'm glad Miss Marsh is here. Miss Marsh is examining Sarah. Sarah is sobbing softly, saying every so often it hurts. Rose kneels beside Sarah's chair, holding her. Jim stands in the background with Betty. So what happened? Amy was having a lantern with her, and she placed the lantern near the Sarah, and she's saying that நல்ல வேலை nurse இருக்காங்க நம்மளுக்கு to support. And a nurse, no, Miss Marsh was examining her, and that she was sobbing and softly. So Sarah was hurt, no, she was crying. So Rose kneels down to near her sister beside the chair, and she was holding a hand of Sarah, and Jim was standing at the back of the Betty. Everyone was there surrounded. Sarah, it's my leg that hurts. Oh my God, my leg is hurting, like that she was saying. Okay, till here I'll stop, children, and we'll continue in the next session. Okay, third part will be continued in the next session. Thank you, children.